So today I'm somewhere near Kikopey. I'm headed to the Lake Elementaita hot springs, which is somewhere along the shores of Lake Elementaita. You have to go through the KWS gates before you get there. After that, I'll be visiting the extremely scenic Sleeping Warrior, which is a volcanic crater that is near Lake Elementaita. Yeah, this is an amazing hiking destination where most people just come to hike and enjoy the views of Lake Elementaita. From here, I will go to Ugali and Sosa, which are also part of a volcanic crater near the Sleeping Warrior before I head back home. So let's go. This is just after I branched off from Kikopey town. The blended view of the Sleeping Warrior and Lake Elementaita was just amazing. So I made it to KWS. I don't know if it's allowed to drive all the way to the hot spring, but I'm gonna try anyway. So I just made it into the park. I paid 300 shillings for the car and 200 shillings for entry. So it's around 500 to get in. Now I'm going to drive down to the hot springs, which is somewhere down there. So let's go. So at the entrance, you can choose to pay 200 shillings for entry and just leave the car at the gate and walk to the hot springs, which is just a few hundred meters away. So when I got here, there were a number of people enjoying the warm waters. The water here is just warm, not hot. And yeah, so the entire area, even part of the lake is pretty warm. Yeah. So unlike Lake Bogoria, the water here just gently flows out of the ground and is pretty warm. Slightly unimpressive. But if you want a place to just chill and dip your feet in the water, this could be it. So there is a ranger on duty here. So if you're afraid of hippos or buffalo, you will be safe. And impressed by the sight here, I decided to head for my next destination. I left the park and headed for the Sleeping Warrior, and you're gonna see in a moment why it's called the Sleeping Warrior. I almost missed my turn, but a quick route check on the map and I was back on track. So straight ahead, that is the Sleeping Warrior. And why is it called the Sleeping Warrior? because from certain angles you can make out a person's head and chest. So it kind of resembles someone sleeping facing upwards. I mean, from this sketch you can kind of make out, and if you don't see it, forget about it. So I made it to the sleeping warrior, right there, sleeping guy. Yeah, this view is just something else, and you can see Lake Elementaita in the background. Yeah, so that is Lake Elementaita down there. I made it to the base of the sleeping warrior, just in time for you to redefine your living with MakeSpace Furniture. MakeSpace brings you the best in high quality, stylish, space-saving, multi-purpose and functional furniture. Starting from wall-mounted Murphy beds, ottoman beds with tons of storage, sofa beds made to your custom size and liking, to sleek convertible coffee tables, and so much more. Are you ready to redefine your space? Click the link in the description to explore MakeSpace Furniture and start your transformation today. You can also follow MakeSpace on Instagram at MakeSpace Kenya or WhatsApp the number on your screen. Your home deserves it. So some people say that this split between the two halves of the mountain were created by Lord Delamere when he split the land between him and his brother-in-law back in the day. So he blew this place up with dynamite, and it split the place into two. And some say it's just a natural formation. Water filled up into the crater, and it caused some erosion that split this area into two. So I'm not sure which one of them is true, but they are both quite interesting. So from here it looked like a private road, so I decided to turn back around and find an alternative route to get to Ugali and Sosa. I'm going to find another way to get to the other hills. So there are other mountains on the other side. I'll just look back around and find my way there. So I found this small road that looks like it would take me towards the Ugali and Sosa mountains, so I took it. So I made it to this place with a massive gorge, and those looks like the steps of a giant. So I don't know if this is a result of erosion or mining, but this place looks amazing. I think the giant stairs were put there to slow down erosion, but I am not sure anymore. This place is just wild. I made it to the other two mountains. This is Ugali and that is Sosa. So most of the time when people hike, they come all the way from Elementaita. They go to Sleeping Water, which is that one. Then they come to Ugali and then Sosa. Um, yeah, so I'm finally leaving the Sleeping Warrior. So this is a pipeline section. I'll try to see if I can go up that place. So I tried to crawl up this place. As you can see from this angle, it's quite steep. Yeah, but I couldn't get up to the cement platform. I tried a couple of times and nothing. I was doing this in two-wheel drive because what's life without some challenge? Yeah, so the soil here is pretty loose and getting any traction was a real challenge. And I was avoiding using any momentum to get up on this platform. So I tried going through the side track, but that did not work either. So I decided to go up on the platform in reverse, which was much easier. I was happily crawling up the cliff until I met the most stubborn animals on the road. I knew I had to stop at the very top edge of this cliff, which is a very unideal situation for a manual vehicle. Without much trouble, I was able to start right back up and off I went. I made it to the top of the cliff, headed back to Kikopey to join the highway, and headed back home to Nairobi. So with that, I'll say, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you around. And I did not get lost on my way to Kikopey. True story. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're lying. Maybe.